Hey guys, how you going? Welcome back to another video. Thank you for all the support on the last two VL videos. There's a lot of new people coming to the channel, so if you're new, subscribe. There'll be heaps of VL content coming. I think last time we left off, I was going to pull out the front seats, give them a gurney, or sorry, not give the seats a gurney, but might give the carpet, or clean out, vacuum out the driver's side floor, and yeah, get the seats out, just to see what condition they're in properly. How do I? There's a trick to opening this, but just there we go, got it. I'm gonna clean all this out. Probably give it a little wipe over as everything's gross, but I've got some wipes and everything to try and clean that up. We'll see how far we get, because there is a storm coming. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a storm coming and it's probably gonna rain for most of today, which means I should get stuck into it. Looking a lot better now. They're nowhere near as stained as I thought, especially if I can get a wet vac into it. And now I can actually sit in here without feeling like I'm going to get attacked by something. Hello. Getting bigger and bigger every video. And the next step will be removing the seats, which I'll go get an Allen key or an Allen key set and do that now. Turns out there's no Allen key set in that, which I might have to go down to Super Cheap and buy one. I think they're open by now. Just got back from Super Cheap, went and bought myself a Tool Pro Allen key set. And I bought some spray on stuff so I can clean all this when I get to it. Guess I'll work towards getting these seats out. It's really nice being able to sit in here finally without freaking out something's gonna drop from in there or anywhere. When you're trying to get bolts out, grab some WD-40 or something similar. Try and loosen up those bolts a little bit, considering they haven't moved for however long. So I got to the last bolt of the passenger side and it started raining. So I guess this might be a tomorrow job, or it's planned to rain all the way through the week, so I'm not exactly sure if I'll get out and get any done. Might have to wait until it's sunny again. I actually had an idea that I might leave the front two seats in for when I want to try and get it started. So when I went into Super Cheap yesterday, I ended up buying clean and protect stuff for the interior, so I can give it a bit of a wipe down, see what I can get off it. Some paper towel. Depends, I might even put a battery in it out of the VP today and turn the key and see what's happening, see what works and what doesn't. Even try and turn it over. I've wiped down the instrument cluster, a little bit of the steering wheel, still a lot of gunk on there, but looks a little bit better, a bit clean. 278,000 kilometers on it. There's also a bit of water in the door card, and it's leaking out the bottom. Well, not in the door card, sorry, in the door itself. So I'm probably going to have to get a drill and drill under it and try and let all that water out before it rusts the bottom of the doors. I don't know if any of the others are the same, I don't think so. I think the water got in there when I gurneyed it, or probably over the rain we've had the last couple of days. Battery's out of the VP. See what mess we're in for here. Whoop, I heard something. Get keys out of my pocket. Don't remember which key it was. We've got a headlight working. Alright, just to see if it'll turn over. Bit of a flat battery, I think. Well, not flat, sorry. Not a good connection. Got a relay going. There's something in there. In here, tick 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 tick. Sounds like it's ticking over here. all in these, which I have no idea what all these are for. If anyone knows what any of these are attached, it's not like that in the VP. Well, I think that's our answer to will it turn over or will it start? No. So I called Nathan, can't really see him. I called Nathan, asked him if he knows what's going on. Could be the relay here. What is it, the starter relay or something?
Yeah, it runs it's what lets the power go from the key to the starter. Alright, push and hold.
And I heard clicking there, so I'm going to take the one out of Nathan's VL and give that a whirl and see if that works.
The starter, even give the starter a tap. The solenoid could be stuck after sitting for so long.
Yep. It goes into... Oh, my GoPro. Sorry guys. There's like ticking in the injectors when I move this one.
Ticking in the injector.
Hear that?
Yeah, possibly.
Hear that?
Yeah,
That's coming from the intake, from the injectors. It's like going hard now. So I don't know if you could hear Nathan speaking a lot then, but there was a coil missing, so I've jacked the one out of his VL and put it in, connected it up. We did find that that green wire from the back of the starter goes up to here and then into the firewall, and actually, if you can see, comes to this button, which we tried turning on the reds and pushing that to no avail. We haven't got it to turn over. I think next thing I'm going to do is take the clutch fan off, take the shroud out, try and wind it over by hand, and if I can wind it over, I'm going to get a bit of wire from Nathan said the back of the starter where that green one is to the positive and try and earth the starter out and get it moving that way. But it is about to rain again, so see how far I get. So I've got to go cook myself some lunch for work tonight. So I think I'm just going to pack up my tools, leave it as it is. Alternator's a little loose, so I can start getting the clutch fan out next time. I'll just close the bonnet, put the battery back in the VP so I can actually get to work, so I can start it. And I think the next cut you'll see will be maybe when Nathan's here on Tuesday midday. Alright, so Nathan's come over, it's Tuesday. What'd you do, chuck the battery in?
Chuck the battery in. I tried to start it in neutral and park, and then while I was trying to undo the back of these...
Oh, fuel. I reckon fuel and she would fire.
Spray something down.
What, deodorant?
Hang on.
Would deodorant work?
It might. You gotta let it turn off till you hear the relay click.
Like that?
Yep, that's the fuel pump relay. I'm gonna stick your head under the back and maybe...
I heard it in the injectors. I can hear air pushing. Hear it?
It's probably gonna be 7-year-old stale fuel.
Yeah, no, I'm not expecting the fuel to work, but I'll go get deodorant. Stop. Don't want to flatten my battery. I'll grab deodorant. So what did you do different to what I was doing?
I don't know, all I did was put neutral, try to start a few times, and did the same thing again, and then...
Maybe it was the park neutral was a bit sticky or something. Hang on. I've got to undo the airbox. Go. That's awesome. Yeah, that was a lot easier than I thought. I thought there was going to be...
Well, it's not seized.
Yeah, that's a plus. Alright, time to fully repair this thing. Nathan's just switching over the other, starter relay. one out of Nathan's sedan.
It
Yeah,
was that relay shot.
so I need another relay off eBay and put some fuel in her. If it runs,
Drain the tank and
yep. I'll just put fuel in it and let it settle and then try to start it. Where's the tank at?
just here at the back.
Move, Bella.
Yeah.
Really didn't think it was gonna turn over that. I don't know what I was doing wrong.
Neither do I.
You did what I did. Just needed your magic touch.
Yeah, VL God.
I can't get that unlocked. It tried to bend the key before it would even try and turn. Oh, must be doing everything wrong. Come on, struts. Hang on.
Pull that down
Yeah, righto.
and it'll open.
Sweet. I'm gonna take the Commodore and badges off and keep them.
Yeah.
I took the front Commodore badge and put it on the, or the Holden badge and put it on the cluster. So that, I think that sets it in that it's gonna be kept.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that engine.
No,
She's a runner.
only got 280,000. It's just been run in.
Yeah. Yeah, it does help when you got a coil too.
So their coil must have just
Crapped
crapped itself.
I think they pinched it for something else.
Nathan and the missus just bought a Jeep. He what'd you do? Full rebuild on the engine.
Yeah, absolutely everything. Main bearings, conrod bearings, got the crank linished, new rings, head gaskets, valley gaskets, every single O-ring, front and rear main seal, oil pump rebuild. Yeah, pretty much.
Did a lot.
I got everything brand new minus pistons, rods and cam bearing. We had cam bearings. We had to get a new cam because it was really worn out on 4 of the lobes where the roller goes over, and yeah, it was general wear. It pooped itself a bit, but got all that done. We had to order a new cam. Yeah, it was complete rebuild, and then crank angle sensor stuffed up and it wouldn't idle properly when I first got it together, so I thought the timing was out because it was doing what the VL was doing when I put it together, and it was 180 out. So I pulled the top end back down, checked the timing by pulling the rocker cover off and winding it over until both were closed on number 1, and everything there seemed fine. So then I got under it after the girlfriend telling me for a whole day that check the crank angle, and I was like, no, it should be right, it was running fine before with it like that, so what's stopping it now? And the only code it's got at the moment is an O2 sensor, which are like $40 online from where we can get them from.
Who really cares about O2 sensors, right?
Well, it might get a bit more fuel mileage being a big square running through the wind.
Yeah, it's about as aerodynamic as a cow apparently.
Yeah,
But the sickest thing is these tops come off. There's one off on his side.
Undo this here
Yeah.
on this side.
How cool is that? Living that beach life
Yeah,
in Dolby. Running that desert life.
yeah. Yeah, well, it's about 8 bolts and then the whole rear comes off. And it goes a complete convertible, so that's good. But
What are you going to Fraser in a couple of weeks?
what is it now? 20 days and we're going to Fraser Island for a week, so it's gonna be good.
This isn't a Rubicon, is it?
No, it's a Jeep Wrangler Sports Unlimited
Okay.
2007 model.
Didn't you say you're going to test if it Limmy bashes or not?
Nah, not at the moment.
Put the pressure on you.
Not with the fresh engine. I want to
Weak.
let it run in and bed in.
We want to hear a Limmy bash at Lock Stomping Steer.
Yeah, not yet. Once the engine breaks in a bit more, we'll maybe give it a bit of a rev and see how it goes. But
Ooh, minty.
nicely and
Well, Nathan's got to go. I think that'll be the end of this video. There's a bit of a here and there on this video, more of a cleaning, or I didn't really think it was going to be started, but Nathan ended up popping up and
master mechanic.
getting it started.
Actually,
But
can you...
yeah, well, thanks for watching this video, guys. Subscribe if you're new, of course. Thanks for the support on the last video. That's awesome. 1,200 views in like 4 or 5 days. So yeah, that's awesome. But subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you in the next one.